Well, we had an absolutely blockbuster jobs report last week. We have essentially full employment in the United States. We are down to 3.5% unemployment. And I have video for you of Fox News reporter Maria Bartiromo praising the jobs report. And it looks like a hostage video. We are going to get to that in a moment. First, the numbers. U.S. job growth unexpectedly soars in July. The unemployment gains far surpassed expectations, show the labor market is not slowing despite efforts by the Federal Reserve to cool the economy. The U.S. employers added 528,000 jobs in July. The expectation was roughly half of that. This brings the total employment level back to its February 2020 level. Remember, the right loves to say labor force participation rate. Well, we are now back to February 2020. Remember, that was Trump at the time, participation rate. The unemployment rate is 3.5%, matching the 50-year low. We have a 50-year record low unemployment rate at this point in time. The expectation was for 250,000 new jobs in July. 528,000 were created. Now, what are the counterclaims from the American right wing? One of them is, but some people still lost their jobs in July. Yes, this happens every month. You have job creation and you have people who lose jobs, and then you have the net. Did you create more jobs than were lost or not? People are losing jobs all the time. The number of jobs lost in July was tiny. Secondly, well, what about wages? Well, wages are up as well. Third, what does Joe Biden have to do with this? Okay, you guys are already familiar with that one. So here's Maria Bartiromo. She has a business show. She can't really ignore the story. And this just feels like a hostage video. There's this famous video of, I believe it was a Vietnam POW who was filmed saying how well he was being treated. But with his eyes, he was blinking Morse code for torture. This seems like another one of these hostage videos. Take a look at this. This is Fox News, and Maria Bartiromo visibly pained by having to accept the job market's looking really good.
Headline here, this is a blockbuster report. This is much higher than anybody was expecting. 528,000 jobs created in the month of July is more than double the expectations, which called for job growth of 250,000. All areas of the economy actually saw job growth, including leisure, hospitality, the services industry, the industrial industry. That's all good news. The bad news.
But, how are these jobs bad for Joe Biden?
This ensures that we are going to see a Federal Reserve that stays as aggressive as ever. The markets right now are...
Now, that's not really bad news, okay? The point is, the Federal Reserve reacts to what's happening in the economy. She's sort of saying, like, the economy's so good that the Federal Reserve is going to have to keep doing the things they do when the economy is good.
Pricing in a 65% chance that the Federal Reserve raises interest rates by...
And by the way, if they're already pricing it in, it's all okay, Maria. Let's relax.
Another 75 basis points in the next meeting, which is in September. We are waiting for the Jackson Hole event, which is where Federal Reserve officials gather. That will be newsworthy in the coming weeks to find out how the Fed will deal with a jobs market.
All right. So it's funny. She uses a tone that expresses significant concern, but it's a genuinely fantastic jobs report. Now, the economy still has all the problems that it always has. We still have high inflation. We still have inequality. We still have people who have to work multiple jobs. We have all those things, but these are the standard metrics we use and have used for at least 50 years. Now, what will they do tomorrow when the new inflation report for July shows an inflation decline? That's my expectation for tomorrow or Wednesday. I forget which day the inflation report's coming out. How will they spin that as bad for Joe Biden? You know they will.